Share it back out. Share it back out. I wanted to do it in 2 segments because I decided I actually do want to play Holly Mays. So share it back out. Please. Yeah, I had to reset. I got a violation. You know. I love you guys too. Thank you, Vonner. I'll wait for some people to get in here, and then I am going to play Holly Mays. Thank you, Vonner. Some of the wildest shit. This is like some of the wildest shit that I've ever fucking seen. My God. My God. At a time where mental health is just running fucking rampant. Wild. Wild. You don't get to talk about your own if you don't give a fuck about anybody else's, point blank, period. Let me make that really clear. You don't get to be on here screaming and crying if you don't give a fuck about anybody else's, and that's just point blank, period. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. Not with me around. I'm going to clock it every time, and I don't give a fuck how you or anyone else feels about it. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. That's like saying, in short term, that only your life matters. And we're not going to do that either. I know, Monster. I know. And I know she's skipping over that part. Which is why I bring the shit back up from way back in the petty days. That's why I bring that shit up. Because we're not going to post shit like that, at least without the fucking context. Because of course it's wrong to say. But you don't get to keep policing how you make people feel when you keep poking and poking and poking. And the whole fucking time, Ratina, you've never asked anyone else about theirs. Or how it was going to make them feel. It was literally a humiliation ritual for multiple people when it came to you. You've never taken accountability. You have never sat wholeheartedly and alive, taken accountability, and sat with it wholeheartedly. Ever. Not a single time that I have ever seen. Point blank, period. I stand on it. I don't give a fuck how you or your following or anyone else feels about it. I don't. I'm tough love all fucking day long. That's how I learned every single lesson I ever fucking learned in life. Still got plenty more to learn, but you know how I learned it? Fucking tough love. People letting me know that it's not okay to ever make excuses, because the more excuses you make is the less successful you're gonna be in life, bitch. And I never had that option either, because I never had anybody to fucking lean on. So no, I'm not gonna coddle you, and I'm not gonna hold your hand, and I've spent years dealing with dick, shitty ass people. So I see through your shit. Intuitive empath, both a curse and a blessing. Welcome to my life. The exit button is free. By the way, welcome to the internet. Has everybody shared? I'm going to start this in 1 minute. I will start Holly Mays live in 1 minute. And while I'm here, let me just... Blue, this applies to you as well, because you're another one that just likes to run around being a fucking diabolical, disastrous fucking mess. With the mask in the forefront of fucking mental health as the mask in the forefront of it. And you just still can't seem to get a fucking grip on why I no longer give you chances or want you in my fucking space. Because you, sir, do the same fucking shit. 110%. You run around make people feel like they're safe with you, take your conversations and do all of this shit, and you do the same fucking thing to people, and then you come crawling back hours later begging for forgiveness and saying you want the shit to stop after you've already ravaged through people's fucking mental health. You, sir, are another one that needs to log off and fix yourself. Because people are in fact not safe with you. Friendships are in fact not safe with you because you wake up on a random Wednesday, decide that the hair in your ass turns to the left instead of the fucking right, and you do whatever you want, never considering what it's going to do to the next person, or how it's going to affect their mental health, or if it's going to make them crash out. Again, you are another one that your triggers are nobody else's fucking responsibility but your fucking own. Stop sitting on the internet and fucking crying, oh, well, they did this, and they did that, and they did this. How many fucking years have you spent tormenting the shit out of people that said nothing? You're crying about people's responses after months of dealing with your shit as well, when they sat silent. I have sat silent through so much of your shit. I have helped you and communicated with you through so much shit. And you still talk about me on the back end and did all that shit. So shut the fuck up. All done. Grow up. This is not the church sermon that I wanted to run this Sunday. Fuck! It'll get better as soon as my cabbage is done. And then I'm gonna go fishing.
Hi,
Hey.
your coffee's ready. And do you want it iced?
Yeah.
Okay, it's coming right. I'm pouring it in there. You see it?
Yep. And do you got like a little bit of coconut creamer in it?
Not coconut, sweet Italian creamer.
I can really use me a little sweet Italian right now. I just know she would just. I just know that right now, if I had a little sweet Italian, she'd leave happy as fuck.
Or you? Never mind. Okay, you're full. I got you, girl. I got you. Hey, I just want to say this. I didn't see Holly Mays. I've heard a few things, but um, Holly Mae. Listen, I definitely don't want done to you what was done to me and many others when they decided to walk away. But exactly what is happening to you happened to me. But the difference is myself or nobody else that were your friends on the back end are going to sit there and go along with it. And you said she is helping a pedo, right? We listen. I knew that because none of our stuff was none of your guys' stuff was being posted by him. It was all everybody over here. You didn't need to come out and say that. We already knew that. I guess what I want to know is, are you just now saying that because you walked away? Because if you knew that while you were sitting with her, that's going to be fucked up in my eyes. Not saying you agreed with it, but if you stayed quiet about it while we were all being blasted, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. But just remember, Holly Mae, you did participate in what she at least did to me because some of those messages that she showed, she was already gone from the group text. So she had to get them from you. I don't want anything ill will towards anybody. But it came to a point I couldn't be in a box. Now I can't even put comments in the comments section, and she wants to come after me. So just remember, you saw her behavior and you never stopped it. You never stopped it. People begged to be left the fuck alone, and you never stopped it. So don't be mad if I don't feel sorry for you because you could have stopped this a long time ago, and a lot of people wouldn't be hurt. by her. Again, I'm glad you finally walked away. And not to mention, Holly, listen, if you know anybody in that Reddit and they're your friends and they're moderators, you need to tell them they need to cut that fucking shit off because as when we were friends, you were actively allowing them to talk shit on Smash and I, both you and Ratina. I should have taken a clue then that either one of you didn't give two fucks about Smash or I just by that goddamn Reddit. I think there's got to be there a lot of people on this app that have continuously hurt people really need to step back and decompress and take a deep look inside of what they need to fix because hurting people is not a flex in life at all. So let's, I guess, roll this beautiful beam footage and because I already know what's going to be said. I already know.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
Okay, and listen, that side view with that Pinocchio nose kills me every time. Okay, bye. I hope you enjoy your coffee.
Okay. Speed this. I'm about to go get some coffee in a minute. Take a bite. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hey, green-eyed. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just like, MJ, can you either unblock me or just stream me real quick? Maybe possibly. And then I'm gonna go get coffee. Ooh. Hey, hey. Neither happened. By the way. No, I'm about to go get some coffee in a minute. Take a bite. Tell you what, I haven't even listened to this yet, but here's the condition that I'll unblock. If you can honestly sit in my box, no bullshit, and acknowledge that what Ratina has done is fucking harmful, I'll unblock you. If you can acknowledge that you yourself heard people say and ask for her to leave them alone while their mental health was at the bottom of the fucking barrel, I'll unblock you and give you a box. If you can openly acknowledge that I was telling the truth when I said that there was a reason why it was a little bit harder to walk away from her because, well, she just happened to prove my point today by starting to talk about you, I will give you a box. And I will give you a box respectfully. And I won't give anyone else a box. If you can acknowledge that the video she made is fucked up and why it's fucked up, I'll give you a box. I will. Since nobody else's mental health was asked about, and she made herself a victim, I will give you a box for that. And I will publicly acknowledge again that I have had enough conversation with you to acknowledge that the shit that was happening, that I did not feel like you aligned with. But I do have a gut feeling that you definitely knew more of what was fucking going on.
Good morning, good morning.
and that you did have the power
Morning.
to do more
Good morning, good morning.
and chose not to, or to wait until apparently whenever you blocked her. And I got bad enough for her to mention you.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just like, MJ, can you either unblock me or just stream me real quick? Maybe possibly.
Wait, is it repeating?
And then just so that way this shit could be heard in real time, you know? I feel like it would be a little bit better. I don't watch her either.
Actually, my timing is always better.
Should I just make too good?
Yeah. Since we had to talk about what we had to talk about during the time you were saying all this.
No, she's not. MJ's not talking to me. She's playing Retina, and so that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd like to talk about something. You know, since I only come up on live to clear up dumb shit, I would like to clear one thing up. Not even really so clear, but I would just like to speak on something that was brought up. So yeah. Or ask her to unblock me. Either or. Let me know when she is, or if she's going to. Oh, JC Lisa, hey. Donna, I don't even want to hear it, bitch. Well, actually, I didn't oversleep. I was up, and then I went back to sleep. Now I'm going to get coffee in a minute. I just want to, in real time, respond to this instead of waiting for, like, a live, because I'm about to, when I get off, like, I'm going to clean the shit, so, yeah. And I might not get back on later. Yeah. So can you just let me know if, or when she is either streaming me or, matter of fact, hold on.
Man, since Gloria's so neutral, I should have had her come stream it.
Okay.
Fucking shit, dick.
Okay. I'm listening. Yeah, ask her to either stream me or unblock me. But my people, I really want her to just stream me because a lot of them are blocked from her.
2 cents. It was from probably 20, 30 minutes ago.
I know. She knows she's a bad bitch. That's why. Now she'd be a nosy neighbor and trying to look out the window. Right. Give her you. Thank you. I'm good. I don't know the words, but I'm good. Like mentally, physically, emotionally, all that. I'm good. They just said one hell of names to me. What are you talking about?
Heather.
Well, yeah, if she ain't gonna unblock me or... all right, well... well, then Virgo can just replay this or whatever the case may be. First off, the Mother's Day live. Again, Retina, ma'am, as I tried to explain when we were all on Reddit and Myrna was coming at me like I didn't check on you and shit, and that I didn't, try to stand up for you and all that, that's a fucking lie. I wasn't more mad about the Mother's Day, you being in a random live on Mother's Day, you know what I'm saying? Or that you didn't show up to the Mother's Day live over by us, what we were having. Like, the whole point is, had you stuck to what the fuck we planned, you wouldn't have had that situation happen. That's what I was saying. That's what I was getting at. That's what I was clearly, directly saying. Had you showed up to the plans that we made to appreciate the mothers who support us, you wouldn't have been in a random ass live, living your best life, shaking ass and doing some more shit. Then Bree and Smash wouldn't have.
Was that the cardboard box night? Hey, Annabelle. The toilet cooter cat. Tootie dad on the toilet. Okay. Then yeah, point well made, Holly. I agree with that. If what you're saying is true and you guys put together a plan to have a Mother's Day live for the mothers, that I think that's a fucking amazing idea. Fuck yeah. So I agree. I agree with Holly there. Yep. Chose to be a mess instead of honor the mothers that support, give you support. Yeah.
I've been live for 2-3 days, clowning your ass for being in the random live, doing what you were doing. That's not me more mad that you didn't show up. That's me being a realistic person.
A good friend.
Point blank. I also called you while you were in the box. Okay. Also, the very next morning, before I even thought about going live to have them people in my box, I spoke to you. I told you. Okay. I also held that live in defense of you. Okay. Now you recently were on live asking for conversations and shit, right? Which, cool, your choice, your prerogative. But I don't know how many times I've said it on this fucking app. I'm not holding more anger towards somebody for somebody. So like if somebody does something to you, like, and you're not upset, mad, and all the things like that, enough that you're about to have a conversation with them, then what the fuck would you expect me to be all pissed off and mad about? Also, to say she's watching that and just fiddling with her hair and laughing and smiling, bitch, I wasn't going back in time, ho. Also, as I was replaying that live, you could hear me in that live, in that moment. Yeah. Also, you asked if I restream that live for a benefit for you or for me. I restreamed that live to show that the Isaac Stuff conversation came an hour, or like around an hour, a little bit before an hour, not and like 2 hours in. Yeah, I don't know what the hell, But again, you're right. I did message you. I did. I thought you were gonna play him, but I guess not. Anyways, again, I've never came at a friend on the front end when I felt some type of way. Also, too, come on now, we were going, back and forth with the same people. I was, trying to be smooth and, hey, like, come down on the back end real quick, you know what I'm saying? But as far as going live, yet again, because this is what, your third live about, or bringing me up, talking about me, and as far as Mittens, talking about, or the Regina George video or whatever, and then you're bringing up Sunshine, and saying that I'm mad about something. Miss Ma'am, I asked Sunshine for the proof of Florida Man and Bougie. What did she say? She didn't have it. Okay. According to Trish, Sunshine, Christina is the one that made the motherfucking call. Okay. Florida Man and Bougie already, they definitely played.
None of you know me or what I stand for. Before you think you know someone, don't judge. Who is that? Hovey, whatever the hell you're. Could you grab a box? Can you grab a box? Thank you, Jazz. Can you grab a box for me? So, and nobody touched her account yet. What? Why are you here arguing with people? Or like, what are you trying to get at? I don't know. I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say because I think maybe I've missed some of your comments. So I'm just wondering. I've missed some. Okay. Can you, Hovey, give me like a brief rundown? I don't do DMs. No. It's in my chat, so just go ahead. I don't have back end conversations, especially not with people I don't know. That's an MJ Golden rule, so not interested in your DM, respectfully. Let me ask you this, which should be a pretty simple yes or no. Do you understand publicly that what Ratina did is fucked up and wrong? Your original comment was that you can't stop some. I mean, you can play a part in stopping it by not condoning it, right? Can you agree to that? What? Oh my gosh, what? Did something happen? I think my cat's trying to tell me something. Hold on. Somebody entertain the chat! What is it? What is going on? Okay. So the question I asked was, no, you can't stop what people are doing, but you can do your part by not supporting what they're doing, right? By being in the chats and stuff. By double tapping when they're doing vile shit. So I guess I'm mixed up in the comments because the comments are saying that you literally would sit over there and you come from Ratina's chat. You're a Ratina supporter, which means you are double tapping and doing all the supportive shit for this behavior. Which in return promotes it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if somebody's sitting on live and they're doing really vile shit, okay, they start their live with 200 people, and they start doing really vile shit, and now they've got 350 people clapping for them. Do you think that they're gonna do it less, or that they're gonna do it more? Or if they start with 200 people, they start doing vile shit, and they end up with 5. Which one do you think is sending the message? And now that you know what you know, you won't be in there. Why have you been in there up till this point? if you're in the chats watching that shit happen in real time, then not a fucking thing that happened over here is gonna be your last straw to be like, oh, I don't support her anymore. I need you to grow a fucking backbone, and until you do, you ain't welcome here either. Mod, get her out. That's a full block. See ya. Get it the fuck together. We aren't gonna do the chat hopping because now you see Holly and Retina being yada yada yada. No. Oh my nothing. Oh my, your road in the fork is to the left, okay? To the left. I'm gonna do it? Okay. Perfect. Outski.
A lot of parts calling the job, was already in bougie, mentally fucking with us, fucking with me, was Florida Man. But again, you're not gonna put what Sunshine did onto them whatsoever. As far as Florida Man, bougie, and all of them claiming that I lied, because Artie jumped up and said that somebody, that me, you, Smash and Malamo, fucking unalived her ex-husband, bitch, everybody knew. Now, if you think that everybody believed that shit back then, that was really fun. But when you got Sunshine going up and saying some shit, and then you're friends with her, and then people are saying, because I'm besties with you, and you're friends with her, then maybe it's not, bitch, fuck out of here. And you want to talk about standing up for motherfuckers? Bitch, are you know what, I'm not even going to ask if you're done with all the fucking shit I've done found out. But let's just say 4 lives that motherfucking Sunshine held. Bitch, where were you? Sticking up and defending me. Oh, that's right, Ghost. Yeah, videos. Where were you? In those comments, defending me. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, nowhere. That's weird. So is this the path? Oh, you're kind of black right now. I told you, Retina, I didn't want to do this shit online. I told you. First off, I don't want to become Nelson 2.0 with you, okay? To where it goes years and years, for one. But for two, when friends fall out, all right, actual friends fall out, the shit gets hurtful very fast. All right, kind of why I still haven't debunked Mimi claiming that I lied about the Farrell shit, or the Farrell and the cis nuts. You know, she ran with the narrative that she was mad that me and you were being bullies. No, I could debunk that, but what happens in that? Oh yeah, that's right. 2 friends that were friends go back and forth, and guess what? It gets fucking hurtful. And I know it's gonna hurt me, so I can only imagine what my mouth is gonna do to your ass. All right, also, just leave me the fuck alone, bitch. Leave me alone, for real. Because, Retina, I promise you, if I'm going to pull up to a motherfucking stranger, don't play with me, ho. Don't fucking play with me, all right? Leave me alone. All right. You can flip it however you want to play motherfucking victim of the year. That is totally fine. It will still never change the fact I will never sit with a bitch who is helping. Helping, bitch. Helping. Not sympathizing, not supporting, bitch, helping. A fucking child molester. Okay? Yeah, we ain't one in the same mode.
So man, and I know how this feels because I have been through this on the app. Okay. And everybody is entitled to their feelings right now, but I'm just going to share mine on this particular situation. Because do I think that Holly was compliant for a long time? She was. But I've said it before and I've said it again that I've had plenty enough conversations with Holly to know what she was aligning with and what she didn't. And I think a lot of people can agree in the chat, because a lot of people have agreed when I have made the statement, and Retina partially made it true today, that this is why Holly was afraid to walk the fuck away from her, because of what Holly just said. Everything that's going to come to the surface, and the hurt feelings, and how fucking ugly that is going to get. Because I think that Retina has been doing Holly fucking dirty because of the lack of support or the things that Holly does not align with, but still wanted to show up and be a fucking friend, because they are different people. Holly and Retina are different fucking people, and you're gonna be fucking crazy to tell me if you didn't think that eventually something was gonna happen to make this blow up. And could it be entertainment for a lot of people? Have a lot of people been waiting for this? Yes. From me, I don't want what is happening between them to be online, because I know how the fuck it feels, and it's not pretty. And a lot of personal, and a lot of family, and a lot of trauma, and a lot of just tossing shit around happens. And that is where mental health comes into play. So this is where I say, Retina, instead of standing all 10 on what you have done is wrong, and that you have made somebody who really gave a fuck about you look really fucking dumb in multiple situations, now would be the time. And I am going to be the one to tell you that if you try to do that to Holly, it is not going to be very good on your part. Because I think, and in my opinion, what Holly's saying there at the end, that she is helping the P3, I think that's what Holly has been trying to express to everybody in these past 3-4 weeks. Of not really being around, trying to figure out how to express herself in chats, trying to be open about the fact that she acknowledges that what Retina is doing is really fucked up. She just hasn't been able to figure out how the fuck to fully say it. And I'm sure that if I am wrong on that, and if what Malibu said was true, that Holly knew that Retina is not going to hesitate to give up her 24-hour departure from the app to fucking expose that Holly May knew and co-signed it. We know how this cookie crumbles. I'm just being fucking realistic. But I believe that that is Holly's cherry on the top of the cake to say that at this point, Retina, it doesn't matter what the fuck you say because you did the ultimate, most fucking disgusting thing you could out of all the piss poor behavior, which is fucking help and co-sign a fucking pedophile. Is Holly totally innocent in all these years of shit that's happened to people? No, she's not. And I'm not saying that, so please let me be loud and clear about that. But we can also use that as a mirrored reflective moment for some of us, that not all of us have been perfect through these years. Not all of us have been perfect through these years. We all got a fucking history of where we used to sit and do nasty shit. Or even if we didn't align with it, we still sat there until we could figure out a way to figure out how and why we didn't align with it. I'm guilty of that. I used to sit with people that at the end of the day never aligned with me. But I was on an internet app trying to learn my fucking way, and I made some bad choices by continuing to fucking sit there. My best friend at one point joining a panel with somebody's deceased grandmother as their profile picture was one of my big fuck up moments because it was my platform. And I still think about it to this day. We've all been in those fucking positions. We've all sat in chats with people that a creator we followed that we just, that's our creator. The Duma Flobby that was just in the chat is one of them. It's another prime example of watching shit unfold and you are a double tapper and a cosigner until it's too late and then you just don't wanna and you can't figure it out. Some people just do it for the fucking fun of it. And maybe if I hadn't have had as many conversations with Holly as I have had, I might throw her in that bracket, but I can't honestly, and I'm not going to do it for content or because people are pissed off at her right now. I can't toss her in that category. I can't do it. But she's also not perfect. She did what Malibu said about that. It could have been stopped long before this. It could have been stopped. The shit that happened with Smash and Malibu, the second that Retina made those racist fucking comments and everybody was scrambling, like trying to figure out what, number one, what the fuck happened. Number two, how to address it and who should address it and how we should address it because it came out of fucking nowhere. All of that shit, it could have been stopped then before Retina even started digging into Malibu. Hands fucking down. Or saying and doing all the shit that happened to Smash as well. And the two go hand in hand. So, Retina, at the point where the closest person to you on the app somebody who clearly didn't want to bring it to the app has to sit on live and remind you of all the times that you chose fuck shit instead of showing up for her as well, should be everything you need to know for you to know that it is time for you to log off of TikTok and get help. Because this is not an everybody else problem. It is not an everybody else problem. When you have 2 to 3 handfuls of people say that you have also affected them in the same ways for years, not just since you made your racial comments and you lost the support and people started dropping from you, okay, for years, then that is your sign to go get help. Do you notice how I've been telling you for months to go get help? Not to not be on the planet anymore, but to go get fucking help? Because there is a difference, and I'm not sure if you understand the difference. But that is what I have been telling you. Even when you were talking shit about me, I was still screaming from the fucking mountaintop. Please go get help, because I can see, and I can hear, and I can feel that you fucking need it. And if you can't show back up on the internet and remove yourself from this niche of drama that clearly enables you to fucking crash out and feel this way, then don't come back on the internet. Different niche or stay logged off. Because I can agree with you on one thing, that this shit, not everybody's built for it. Not everybody knows how to compose themselves with enough emotional intelligence to not match certain energies. The amount of energies I could have matched on this motherfucker. The amount of shit that people have done to me on this app. People that I was really fucking close with. People that I shared the stuff about my deceased with because I thought I could trust them. My relationship, all kinds of shit that has been done to me regarding my real life being drug all up and on and around this motherfucker. And still, the only person that I've even come close to matching energy with, and it still didn't shut the bitch up, was AK. And she is another prime example of why I just don't do that. Because it doesn't matter what the fuck you say, they still aren't gonna shut the fuck up. Because they're bored, they're lonely, they have no life, and the life they do have is really fucked up, and they don't want to log off to take the steps to fucking fix it. So they figure out how they can make it everyone else's fucking problem. And they do that by running the poor me, sad me, feel sorry for me fucking story. So that they can try to gain more support. So that they can try to take your support. Listen, there are 1.5 million fucking reasons why unhealed people do the weird fucking shit that they do. And equally, there's another reason why people like that even have minute amounts of fucking support. Because if the people in their chats actually gave a fuck about them, they'd see it for exactly what it is, and they'd stop supporting, so it would push them off the app, so that they could actually fix their fucking life instead of blaming everybody else. Yeah. Because regardless of who brought my shit to the app or not, all of you weird fucking weak-kneed bitches were still on the back end discussing my personal business and my real life. Making somebody think that they had a safe person to lean on, and the whole time you're doing recordings and you're just waiting for her to fucking give you the green light on your go live and cancel MJ mission, which has failed 6 fucking times. And you bitches still fucking want to go live and play the victim. Calling bitches that threw you under the bus, your besties, and giving them giving them praise after you cried about them throwing you under the bus, but that's them's your homies, right? The ones that are still on the back end fucking talking about you, and you still got moles. It could never be me. It could never be me. And you wonder why I'm so fucking structured with this shit. Why I play the internet so fucking safe. Why I keep my shit locked down. Because I'm not playing these fucking games. Thank you, Mental Health Matters. I'm not playing them with anybody. And most people don't like me anyway because I give it to them straight. And those are usually the people that have the biggest fucking problems with me because they don't know how to fucking swallow the truth. Even when I feed it to you on a silver spoon, bitch. You still have the audacity to go live and talk about my shit. And it's not just them. This applies to a lot of people. A lot of people whose different mental health has been affected. I've seen this shit happen in multiple different ways. Spread Love's another one. Sunshine, you're a fucking another one. A hot fucking mess express. Hot fucking mess express. Sitting on your porch every morning deciding who you could fuck with next. Just because what? What? You have fucked with me, and I've never even done a fucking thing to you. That's how fucking weird you are. Because you'd rather just not get help. Because you also know you have a fucking problem. You just don't want to fucking face it. You want to make it everyone else's fucking problem. By trying to embarrass them online. So you're another one that doesn't give a fuck about mental health. So maybe instead of like doing this, what we should be doing is maybe I should just host fucking green light ceremonies. To where if you assholes aren't going to leave people alone and get off the internet, we're just going to start removing you from the fucking internet. And I will partner with TikTok. And I know a couple of bigger creators that I could partner with to make sure it fucking happens. Because what's going to give? Because this ain't giving. It doesn't matter if people beg. It doesn't matter if they scream. It doesn't matter if they make videos. It doesn't matter if they sit in a box and they're crying and they're begging you to leave them alone. People don't give a fuck. Because they don't even care about themselves. And if you don't care about yourself, you shouldn't be online making people think that you care about them. You're dangerous. You're dangerous. So maybe we'll just make it a whole movement. Before this shit does end really badly. Which, in fact, PSA, nobody wants that. Write it on your calendar! That nobody wants that. Oh. Yeah. And I don't know if you really know it about me, but I'm 10 for 10 on follow through on what I say I'm gonna fucking do. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna get drunk enough and you're gonna fuck around and find out. And then I'm gonna show you that I do stand on business and fact. Contrary to what your friends fucking tell you. Because we are sick and tired of this shit too. But we're more sick of the victim mentality. So it's up to you guys. Knock it off. Leave people the fuck alone. All this real life shit that is fueling Mr. Anthony, fucking registered sex offender, posting kids and talking about, like, what are you doing, sir? You definitely have more in life to worry about than what the fuck's going on the internet or with anybody's children. I don't give a fuck what your story is. You are on a registered sex offender list, and that's all the fuck I need to know. You shouldn't even be on an app that allows as young as fucking 13 years old, sir. Whose content, from my understanding, was originated by, playing Fortnite? Interesting take. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that when my platform originated, I talked about how fucking creeps like you breach algorithms to get kids into your room. You fucking creep. So don't go there with me. You can call the cops, and you can call the law, and you can file this, and I fucking hope you bitches do. Because it is going to give me a first direct line through law enforcement to exactly who the fuck you are and where you're from, so that I can hand them everything that they need, and they can handle you fucking accordingly. Because what you do when you're drunk with people's information and putting it all over line for malicious intent and purposes is all fucking illegal. And you know what you can't say? That I have ever fucking done that, bitch. So let's go toe to toe. Let's see who can stand on business more. Because now I'm going to have eyes and ears everywhere watching. And we're going to take care of business. So it ends today. I think it's enough. Shut the fuck up and mind your fucking business. Stay in your own lanes. Anthony, you really need to log off of this shit. Okay? Yeah, because when I start reaching out to bigger creators to get them involved because of the weird fucking shit you continue to keep doing, and now you have people actually supporting you while you do it, fuck around and find out. Weird. All of it. Fucking weird. Sunshine, put the fucking bottle down. You're another one that does the most vile shit just because your fucking feelings are hurt, or you wake up on a random fucking Monday through Monday and need a fucking storyline. What are you fucking doing? Because the face forefront of all your crybaby shit was the fact that your child was disabled and being blasted all over the fucking internet. Am I wrong or am I right? And trust me, I know, because I went through the same fucking thing. But whatever this is that you're doing, I think that should be the focus within your home, not getting pissed fucking drunk and running people through the mud on the internet with a fucking pedophile. Like, are you good? It's not everybody else's problem. Your triggers are not everyone else's problem, and none of you are flexing at this point. All this recycled real life shit, like, it's fucking old at this point. You're not gaining anything by it, other than looking like a piece of shit. But now we're going to create a movement to do something about it. So fuck around and find out, and that's going to start today. And I don't give a fuck who you are or what side you sit on. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Because I'm going to take your page too. Okay? Deal. Get it the fuck together.